Let's go.
The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost.
Right here. Let's go.
This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Oh, let's start the day with double standard.
Okay.
And this had to be saved for Share Funny. Couldn't be on the regular old radio show.
Sexy double standard at that.
Yeah, it is all over the news. And I'm sure that, Riggins, you have seen this in your travels this morning through the internets. And Ace and Rob, I'm sure y'all have seen it as well. But Rachel Bilson, who is beautiful, will always be beautiful. She's 40 now.
Okay.
Really? Mm-hmm. I had forgotten that she and Bill Hader used to date one another. They were in a relationship.
Okay.
I think it was about a year, maybe. But she was on her podcast, which I didn't know she had a podcast either. I'm sure it's gripping. She and somebody else were talking about, somebody asked her what she misses about her relationship with Bill Hader, who was on Saturday Night Live. He plays Barry. He's been in a bunch of stuff.
I like him so much.
He's an A-lister.
Yeah.
And she said that she misses his, quote, big dirt.
Hello.
And they had a great laugh about it and so forth and so on.
What I wouldn't give for somebody to say that about me.
Mm-hmm. So, no outrage that I've seen on the internets. Nobody criticizing her. Only things of way to tell the truth. Way to be out there. Good job, girl.
Way to be open.
Way to go.
Unafraid.
Way to go. All right. Now, put that on a different table, and it's a male celebrity being interviewed and asks what he misses about his relationship with an ex-female celebrity. And he says, oh, I miss that little comparable body part.
He's a pig.
Oh, my God. He's going to get roasted. Yeah. And then you also have to stop and think, okay, is she in a relationship right now? And if so, if you're her guy right now, what do you think of that?
I'm kicking her ass out before the podcast ends.
Because what if the male celebrity was in a relationship with somebody else and said that what he misses about his old relationship is the greatness of that body part?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the not fly.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Not a chance.
So she's being celebrated for her honesty and openness and confidence that it takes to share that information.
Mm-hmm.
You think Bill Hader's retweeting all these links to this?
I don't know. He may be embarrassed by it.
I bet.
By that kind of thing. You know, her out there, talking out of school, as they say. That's what the kids say. But can you imagine Brad Pitt on a podcast?
Yeah.
And they said, hey, what do you miss most about your relationship with Jennifer Aniston? And he says that. Yeah, nobody's attaboying him on that.
Well,
if they do, it's only, in their minds. They're not going to say it out loud.
And here's an example, TJ. Here's a headline. Rachel Bilson leaves podcast listeners in hysterics with NSFW admission about her ex-boyfriend, Bill Hader.
Yeah, I think it would work the same way. Maybe it's not a double standard.
Yeah, maybe not.
But see, the whole thing is a double standard because women talk about that body part all the time about men.
Yeah.
Just talking about it is completely, in the culture, it's okay, it's fine,
Right.
whatever you say. But if a guy focused on that body part, either in general or with somebody specifically, he's a pig and a misogynist.
All you think about
Neanderthal
is sex,
and
trash,
all of that.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right.
And that's the way it should be.
Yeah. It shouldn't be the double standard.
It shouldn't
like
be
that.
a double standard. It should be gross for everybody.
Yeah.
You don't talk like that. You're an adult.
Smut mouth.
Yeah, and you're not saying it in the privacy of your own home. You're doing it on a podcast now. I'm disgusting, but you're supposed to be better.
So you would actually break up with somebody, Riggins, if she said that about an ex in public?
You bet your ass I would. And Rachel Bilson is hot. Hot.
What if she said,
she's from your wheelhouse of teenage years, isn't she?
Yeah. She was on the OC, I think
yeah.
is what it was. Yeah, she was hot, like kind of, and not.
What if she came home though and you were upset? She said, "No, bigger. That doesn't. You're better. He's just.
I just don't even talk like that.
That's not helping things.
I mean, you don't
because
say
she
you.
did still say that's what she missed the most. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think if you're with somebody, you don't even. There's nothing you can really say that you miss about an ex without it causing a little bit of a double take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's the way it should be.
And then women would be the same way. It's like you don't say that you miss anything about an ex-girlfriend when you're my current significant other.
Yeah.
What are you going to say? That she's not going to be upset about? Oh, I miss the long talks we used to have.
Yeah.
We really had a connection, and our senses of humor are the same. I miss laughing with her.
Yeah. I mean,
You don't laugh with me?
Yeah. Right,
Well, I guess you don't think I'm funny, do you?
Not worth a damn.
No, I don't. Yeah, that would not fly with me.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's understandable.
And he's ugly. On top of that, you miss that. Give it any compliment. That guy looks like a foot, but he's got a big. That's the way it always is. Ugly guy's big penis.
Yeah. But he seems cool. He seems nice.
very nice. He's talented. He's funny.
I think he's great. I love
But
him.
I'm talking about looks alone. It's always the ugly guys that got the huge pecker.
You think it's a trade-off, though? You think it's
Yeah,
kind of
oh,
even in the score?
Yeah.
The Lord can't give him everything.
Yeah. He can do incredible impressions, but he's got, he looks the way he does.
Yeah. I love the way that he does impressions of people that nobody else impersonates.
Yeah.
And that's really good. He can do that.
Keith Morrison.
Yeah, that was great.
Those are incredible.
But I think his Al Pacino impression is his number one that he would go to and say, that's my best one.
He's a talented guy,
Yeah. With a
apparently.
Yeah.
with a swinger.
A swanger. A hog.
Really packing it.
What do you miss about your relationship?
His hog.
I really don't miss anything. We fought a lot, and he was rarely around. We were both working, and schedules, never had it to where we could really connect on an emotional level. Or anything. Wait a minute, there's that one thing.
There is that dude.
Just came to me. That big old honking.
And think about, okay, Riggins, what would your parents say if they heard your girlfriend say she missed that about an ex?
They'd be horrified.
Yeah.
It
be
goes across
horrified.
the news everywhere.
Yeah.
Riggins' girlfriend says.
Yeah, they'd be horrified.
Would your brothers pick on you about it, or would they know that's serious and we're not going to mess
Yeah,
with
I
it?
didn't even think they'd bring it up. It's gross. It's gross. You're dating that person?
Yeah, that's pretty hurtful. Not hurtful. It's just like, okay, if that's the way you are, I don't. That's what your deal is. But
It's also hurtful.
but if she is with another person right now, you got to figure that person is probably loopy, goofball too.
Yeah.
In that world, in that dysfunctional celebrity world, probably hey babe, yeah, that was funny, babe. You should tweet about it. Hey, they're
Surely
talking.
she's not with somebody
They're
now.
talking about your podcast. I mean, it's the top story. It's trending.
Yeah. To point out that you miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the question was asked.
Yeah.
She didn't offer the information on her own. Somebody asked her.
Yeah,
And if somebody asks you something, you have to give an answer.
Yeah, which does lead me to believe that she would not be in a relationship if they were having a conversation about what she misses about being with the guy.
Hog talk.
Maybe they let her into it. Maybe they're like, "What's one sexual thing you miss about her?"
That's a new podcast.
Welcome to
Hog Talk.
Talk with
Welcome
Rachel.
to Hog Talk.
Yeah, I mean,
No, she wasn't led into it. I mean, it's her podcast.
Oh,
who
So
gives a shit about the Rachel Bilson podcast? I mean, she's got to do something to be like, provocative and get it out there. So you talk about the other celebrities' peckers. I guess I get it. It's just if I were dating her, I'd have a problem with it.
the first line in the story that I saw, it says, Pete Davidson apparently isn't the only SNL alum with BDE.
Yeah,
oh God.
it's like by some 40-year-old dude writing that
Probably.
in a cubicle at E.
Yeah, on Monday's episode of her Broad Ideas podcast, Bilson's guest, Tommy Dorfman, asked her what she missed the most about her relationship with the Barry star.
Oh God.
The 40-year-old actress jokingly replied, "His big dirt." Before the pair burst into laughter, and she added, "We can keep that and cut. Let's move on."
Okay, that kind of changes it a little bit because she was kind of caught off guard trying to be funny. I could see why you would say that.
But she said, "We can keep it." She didn't say, "We can't keep it. Edit that out."
Yeah.
She's like, I can't see any other parts of my podcast with Tommy Dorfman going viral.
Who is that?
Tommy Dorfman? I think he was an actor. Tommy Dorfman. I've heard the name. Tommy Dorfman.
Broad Ideas.
Broad as in women. Is that what the point of that?
He was on the series 13 Reasons Why.
Okay.
Okay.
But and then it says that that when she and Bill called it quits, she admitted their split, quote, hurt like an MFer. So she does have a filthy little mouth on her, doesn't she?
Little mouth.
Always with that smut coming out of her mouth.
We know she likes it. She likes them big and she's got a dirty mouth. I'm actually changing my thoughts back. I think I like her.
If we just found out now that she smokes, that would be smokes and has tattoos.
Yeah. Does she like cheesesteaks? Because then it's over. You dirty little mouth.
Perfect man.
Yeah.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
Hey, it's funny you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
I was thinking about something. Maybe you could find this on the internet, Riggins, but there's a procedure now for guys who have lost their hair. You know, they get a tattoo that looks like hair. We've talked about it before. They get tattoos on their head that kind of look like hair, or some guys will just get a tattoo on their head, and it just looks like a tattoo. They want it to, it's like the angel wings or whatever, or something covering their head so their head's not just, bald. I wonder if anybody has ever tattooed facial hair on themselves. Like you walk around with you got the perfect beard looking, but you never have to trim it up or do anything with it because it's a tattoo.
Yes.
Does it look great?
Honestly, a couple of them you can't really tell, but what I'm looking at normally points out they tattoo in like filler sections.
Yeah.
So, for example, if you
So you
have
have
a beard and
right.
you've got one section that's really light, they'll tattoo it in there.
Yeah, I've seen that,
Okay.
but I forgot about that.
Yeah, some of the
But
stuff
just
looks
to
pretty good.
Like if you could just do one of those curly mustaches in a tattoo.
Yeah.
Like the villain.
Yeah,
The old timey cartoon.
There would be some lady out there who would be attracted to that?
Yeah.
They would want that.
Big with women transitioning to men. The tattooed facial hair, stubble, and everything. Here's what I've thought about. I've seriously given this consideration because I'll go back. I've gone through some of the daily videos and everything. I don't have a lot, but I have more than shows up. Hair in the front of my head, but because I'm redheaded, it's so light it often doesn't show up. I thought about adding. It's lighter than like the hair toward the sides and back of my head.
You'll color it
I've thought about it, just adding something to make it a little bit darker so you can see it.
just for men. You gonna use just for men or get Miss Vicky to do it at the salon?
I'd rather have somebody else do it at the salon. But I know, like when we did, we've done some pictures and video shoots before, and they've put something in it to make it a little bit darker, and you can that makes a huge difference when you can actually see it better. Because it's so light, the camera does, and my skin complexion is so light. I guess if I was tan, you'd be able to see it, but because I'm not tan, it takes a lot for me to get tan because I'm so fair skinned. It doesn't show up that well.
Will you also dye the hair above your vagina?
If I had some, Riggins.
It's baldy.
Yeah.
I've said before. I don't think dyeing's that weird.
But
Yeah.
what about if you just did all your hair the same color but a different color?
No.
No, it wouldn't work.
Like
all
jet
black.
black.
I don't think that
jet
would work.
black.
Jet black.
I was coming here one day with red eyebrows and
Yes.
well, I'm sorry,
I know you gotta
virtually
dye the
no
eyebrows, too.
eyebrows or so fair.
You get your eyebrows colored too, the same when they do your hair.
Good, yeah, jet black,
Yeah.
Come on, just
super
do
fair
it once.
skin, jet black hair.
Yeah,
We're like, do we say anything, or are you just supposed to just not acknowledge it?
I think that would be great.
Jet black. Yeah, that's a good idea.
It would look so natural.
What would they just color it?
I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
Like you wouldn't go brown. Like it's red. It's reddish.
I'd want it to be the color
Reddish
of
blonde.
my other hair that's darker. You know what I'm
Is it a
saying?
different color?
So I would just want to, it's almost like I need a spray tan on my hair.
Yeah.
It's like I just need a shot of spray tan right there on the front of my hair, just and done.
Maybe that's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Just get a spray tan.
I still like the jet black idea.
I know.
Maybe if I lose a bet one day, we'll go jet black with it or something.
Dyeing the eyebrows too.
Yeah,
And
You're
the
looking-
beard.
It's incredible.
Looking like somebody got a hold of him with a Sharpie.
That's funny. You should do that.
Yeah. At least just, get your wife's eyebrow pencil or whatever they call it now and color them in one day really dark.
Okay.
Just your eyebrows and see what that looks like.
Just sit here and don't say a word about it on the camera all day.
If anyone's listening that can Photoshop, please make one of Ace with
somebody
jet black
can.
hair.
Somebody can do that. Just trying to see if I have something to work with.
Looking like G.I. Joe hair up in here.
Yeah. Shiny.
I don't know that I've ever seen that combination. A guy with jet black hair and, you do your beard too. So I was going to say with red and gray beard. But yeah, you'd have to do your beard too.
Yeah. Hair and beard, jet black, very fair skin, beautiful combination.
But the Just for Men products, the hair dye and facial hair dye. I wonder how long they're going to be allowed to keep the name of that being called Just for Men. With the transgender movement and all.
That's a good point.
Wonder if they're going to start protesting them because it's not just for men.
But it still is, though.
Yeah, I guess. Well,
A woman
Yeah,
that transitions into a man.
yeah,
is a
she
man.
considers herself a man. Yeah, yes. So
And Just for Men is not permanent, right? That washes out. Isn't that the whole point?
yeah, after a while,
I think
it
it's
lasts a
called
couple of
semi-permanent.
weeks.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
experiment.
it's just like if you went to the salon and got your hair dyed, it wouldn't be permanent.
yeah,
It would just last, a certain amount of weeks or whatnot.
we could experiment on Ace with some Just for Men.
Let's
You've
table
never
that idea.
You've never done it to your beard at all?
No. Never done anything. Never colored anything that I got.
Yeah, let's let him be our canvas.
Yeah, just light, like do a little brown, light brown. or whatever it would be.
But I mean, that doesn't shampoo right out. If you did just for men, he would have it a couple of weeks probably.
Really?
Yeah.
There
Now, but you can get-
lies the problem.
But you can
Yeah, if it
get
looks stupid.
you can get stuff that will wash right out.
Yeah.
Black hairsprays and things like that.
Well,
Yeah, that's what we need to do.
Right, close your mouth.
Stephanie said Ace should try the Root touch-up spray for his hair. It's a temporary
Yeah, that's
color
what I'm
that
talking
washes
about.
out.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Root touch-up spray.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that.
But when you go into a beauty supply place and ask them to touch up your root, you make sure you say it. If you're a guy, make sure you put the S on it.
Yeah.
Or they'll call the police.
Touch up my root.
And
Yeah,
my
there it
root
is.
needs to be touched up.
Magic
and
Root
down.
cover-up.
Yeah, L'Oreal makes some, and then there are other. I've seen it in the store.
L'Oreal, Clairol, Root touch-up, long-lasting root coverage.
Yep. Cover
Magic
your
root
root.
cover-up. That's, yeah.
And that's just spray on dye, basically.
Yeah, it's like the Ronco spray paint.
Yeah,
hair
I never
spray
understood
paint
how
and
that
stuff.
worked because they used to do it all the time.
But you do like if you got a meeting or something that came up and your roots are showing, you got gray roots, you can take it and just spray it onto the roots and it darkens it or whatever. But it comes in several different colors. But it does wash out with one shampoo. We used to use something like that when I was in the theater. Because one time the makeup girl thought it would be better to dye my hair black for this role that I was doing in a play called Hiawatha. It was a wonderful production. I hated every second of it 'cause it was all done in verse. Ugh. So anyway, she put the stuff in my hair, and she wasn't a hairdresser. She was just the makeup specialist at the theater department. And the color mixed with the highlights that I had in my hair,
Right.
and turned it green. So it was black color on bleached hair, and it turned my hair green. And she freaked out, and of course I freaked out because it wouldn't just shampoo right out.
Right.
So for the rest of the play, which ran for 2 weeks, every night when I went in, she just took the black hairspray and sprayed the green parts of my hair to turn it black to match the other parts.
So once,
it was
once
miserable.
the 2 weeks
Then-
was over, how long did it take before your hair was back to normal?
Oh, because the night the play closed, the next day I went home to the guy that did my hair, the salon, and he cussed me out. He's a country fella, country boy. He decided he was either going to be a game warden or a hairdresser. And I figured out a hairdresser makes more money, and then if you can be a straight hairdresser, then you can get all kinds of women.
That's true. That's probably true.
And so, yeah, it took him hours to get it back.
Was your hair badly damaged by the time it was all done?
Not too bad. He was really good at what he did, and he could run hoop nets like nobody's business. He'd catch catfish out of the damn river all night.
I bet
He
you
has
did
done-
panic though when you realized it was good. It was
Yeah.
green and it wouldn't come out, and you had a mess on your hands.
It was and I'm like, I thought you knew what you were doing. I did.
I cannot believe they didn't have a strong wig department in Louisiana theater department.
I thought he was going to say I had to put on a wig, but no, we just keep using
No, I
black
would've-
hairspray.
Yeah, I would have rather the hairspray than have to wear a wig.
Yeah, wigs can be pretty bad.
Yeah,
So did you wear a
itchy
hat
and
to
stuff.
class every day after that?
Yeah, or either I took some of the hairspray home with me and sprayed it on there before I went to class. But mainly I just wore a hat, or I didn't go to class. That was a big.
Yeah.
I barely went to class anyway.
Yeah. Any excuse to not go to class and having green hair would have done it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to that shit. I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, you never forgot where your classes were, though, did you?
No.
Were there some you just never knew where they were because you never went?
Yeah. There was some that I didn't go to, and then I missed the drop date. So I ended up having to take a Effie.
Yeah. Yeah, I had two friends that decided to go to class one day for the final or something and realized midterm, whatever it was, they had to go get there. Maybe they had to go get the guy to sign it so they could drop. And then they realized, I got nothing. Well, I don't know where this class is. We've never been. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, we just dropped ours online. It's like the most dangerous game. You're just like one click away. I don't have to go to class anymore. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have that.
You had to go all the way over, and the professor had to sign the form, and then you had to take the form back over to wherever and drop it off.
Dropping your shit.
Yeah. And but we also had to go through registration was all done in person.
Ugh.
Y'all's was all online?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ours was all done in person. And if you didn't like some of your classes, you had to go down to the floor of the assembly center at LSU, the basketball arena, and go around and pull cards. And I'm trying to get in. What do you have? Well, we don't have anything there. You can take the 2:30 Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm not taking 2:30 on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm supposed to go to class at 2:30 on a Friday.
That does sound like it sucks.
Yeah. Then once you got that, you had to walk over to the other arena to pay your bills and go through all that, get your parking, all that kind of stuff.
Ladies, there is a very popular fashion item that pretty much all of you participate in wearing, but it has caused a huge spike in a certain cosmetic procedure so far in the year 2022 of our Lord. So you love wearing this product, but it's messing up women to the point where they have to get a cosmetic procedure done. I'll tell you what that is next.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Share Funny has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
Okay, ladies. Well, and the men who love the ladies.
Okay.
Over the past few years, athleisure wear has exploded. And women who aren't even working out or care to work out or anything are wearing leggings and workout pants as their casual fashion. Nothing wrong with that. I don't care, even if I'm not one of those people that says if you're a certain size, you shouldn't be wearing those tight, clingy clothes. I don't care. Do what you feel good in. You know what makes you feel good.
Yeah.
However, wearing the tight leggings is now causing a huge increase in labiaplasties.
Wow.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Labiaplasty?
Yeah, they call it the designer vagina.
Because of how they fit?
The designer vagina, they call it. But it fits. It sounds better if you put an R on it. Yeah, you gotta. Oh, look at her out there spending all his money in the plastic surgeon's office, getting some store-bought boobs and a designer vagina.
Vagina.
Well, they say that the discomfort that a lot of women are feeling after wearing tight leggings and all for so long, that's causing, and then a lot of women are having it done because it's unsightly, they think, with their situation. So they could ride through the desert on their camel toe. That's what the doctor said in this article that they're quoting.
Damn, girl, you could ride through the desert on that camel toe. Am I at the doctor's office?
Well, I'm glad you came. You need me, girl.
Let's get you marked up.
Wow. Yeah, so they're getting that done. Now, that's been a procedure for years that some women get. But they're saying that now, with everybody wearing leggings and stuff, that they're They're seeing, it's actually, in this one doctor's office, it's doubled
Really?
in the year 2022, and it's not even over yet. So
Let's see some before and afters here. I got to see what they're up to.
it said that they experience pain, discomfort in general, chafing. A lot of women will feel so uncomfortable that they avoid trying to wear this type of clothing. Well, we can't have that.
Yeah.
Yoga pants, namely, have long been the culprit for crotch appearance suffering. Are you really suffering from your crotch appearance? I mean, is that the proper word? Suffering? I suffer from crotch appearance.
I'm a sufferer.
An unsightly crotchal area.
It's unsightly.
But it is, according to another doctor here, it is caused by the ubiquitous activewear.
Yeah. So they're getting like, it's just too tight. Yeah, it's causing chafing and things.
Yeah, it's a reduction surgery.
Mm-hmm.
For those whose labia are enlarged, they can make them feel uncomfortable and exposed, meaning the pants.
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't wear them.
I mean,
Is that an option?
it's a cheaper option, I would say. Just like if you got a huge penis, you wouldn't, I mean, or maybe you would, you wouldn't, and it was causing you pain. You go,
Yeah.
maybe I need to get a little different fitting pants.
Yeah.
But if you got the money, what's a labiaplasty cost? A couple thousand?
I don't know.
That seems like it would be expensive.
Yeah. And it probably should be too. That seems very
I
intimate.
agree.
But, women will complain about a bra that doesn't fit right.
Yeah.
Like they would say, well, when they made these bras, they weren't making them keeping me in mind with these big old whatever.
Yeah.
They don't say that about leggings. Like when they made these, they weren't thinking about girls that are big down there.
Alexis did say that about that one swimsuit that one day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's wild. Mm-hmm. What'd they say it's gone up 100%?
Yeah, doubled. Yeah,
Doubled.
Yeah, I don't know how much that would be. With inflation, it's probably more than it was last year or the year before.
Can you keep what they took off?
You mean like in a jar?
Oh, man.
I want it. I paid for it. You might as well give it back.
It's mine.
Huh.
But I bet that surgery is painful to recover.
Yeah.
The recovery of that.
Sutures and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. Probably can't have sex for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, that would. Yeah, I would think that would be more than 6 weeks because 6 weeks is usually the healing process of anything. You break a bone, it'll be 6 weeks. Mm-hmm. If you have to have stitches, it'll be 6 weeks. Whatever, 6 weeks. Had a labiaplasty, 6 weeks.
Damn.
That may be more on the 8 end of 6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah.
6 to 8 weeks. Let's go with 8.
Did y'all look up the price?
I didn't
No.
know. I just looked up
How
before and after.
much is a plastic? Have we looked this up before?
Is it entering into your search bar?
No.
$4,000 to $6,000.
$6,000.
Yeah, likely 40 to 6 grand is the average price. Let's see. Does insurance pay?
No way.
No, most plastic surgeries are performed for cosmetic reasons and are not covered by insurance policies.
State Farm.
Well,
I got an unusual request.
One time I was.
This is $2,800 to $3,100, but there are
That's on sale.
It also said there are other expenses, so there's more to it. Yeah.
It's a sidewalk sale. And you got to let the doctor put you on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what it is.
I used to work out at this place where there was an older couple that was always in there, and they were country folk, retired, so they would come to the gym together and get on the treadmill or whatever. And the lady came up to me one day, because you're talking about insurance, what it'll pay and what it won't. And she said, "I got something for you to talk about on the radio." You know, that's always
going to be great.
Yeah. She said, "I'm trying to quit smoking, and my insurance won't pay for," what was it when it first came? Was it Wellbutrin? That was the stop smoking drug.
I thought that was I
think it is an antidepressant, but it's one of the only antidepressants that stimulates the dopamine part of the brain, the pleasure sensors, in other words. So I think they first used it to help people stop smoking. But anyway, whatever the drug was called, she said, they won't pay for me to take that to quit smoking, but they pay for, and she points at her husband, but they'll pay for his Viagra. Said,
what the hell?
And I'm trying to explain, well, maybe they look at it like your smoking is a choice that you started smoking, and they're not going to pay for that. But his situation, he didn't choose, and it's more of a medical condition that's out of control.
Guessing that didn't help.
No,
her understanding at all.
No. But I want to hear her on the phone with the insurance company arguing that.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm trying to quit smoking. Y'all won't pay for that. But he's over there right now, ready to go again, because y'all pay for his Viagra. So I don't know if there are insurance plans that pay for that Viagra and ED medication.
I bet they do.
I don't know. Because that's expensive.
Is it?
Oh, they say that you could get more money selling those to people on the street.
A Viagra?
Yeah.
Then I
think they're.
What would you pay if you needed it?
Yeah,
I bet you'd pay a lot.
What is it? What is it?
I think it's about if you buy with the prescription and you're paying for the full amount. I think it's about $10 a pill, maybe or more.
Viagra, in its brand name form, not covered on insurance plans from most insurance companies. However,
generic.
Many Medicare coverage options and health plans offer insurance coverage for it under their prescription drug coverage.
Right. So the government will pay for your Viagra.
Yeah.
The bootleg one.
Or they'll pay for
Medicare,
generic.
It says the generic one can start at about $8.50 a pill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the generic one.
Viagra is $70 a pill.
Oh,
$70?
Yeah,
That's
so
the
I
average,
was way off.
Damn.
$70? Yeah, I'm not paying $70. That's my answer.
And
$70.
And that's the price, the legal price. So imagine if somebody's selling them on the street, how much they're getting for them.
And what?
Probably $100 a pill.
That guy must be in a panic. The guy that's buying off the street Viagra, he's like, I need this shit
Right now.
Yeah.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next.
One of the main things that we can do to make our homes stay comfortable is to make sure that there are no pests in the home. And the best way to do that is with our friends at Cardinal Environmental Solutions. Now, Cardinal Environmental Solutions has over 25 years of experience in the pest control industry. And the thing about it is that they are from this area. They serve the entire greater Charlotte area, and they grew up here in Charlotte. They raise their families here in Charlotte. They understand the climate, the soil types, all of the various pests that invade our homes, and they even deal with the bad mosquitoes that we have. So if you need someone to take care and make sure that your house is bug-free and rodent-free, then you need Cardinal Environmental Solutions. They're very easy to find. Just go to acetj.com/cardinal, acetj.com/cardinal, and start living pest-free today with Cardinal.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
We're doing extra Share Funny shows today. And what does that mean? That means because we're going on vacation soon, and we have to make sure that you're taken care of as a member of the Share Funny family.
You better listen to that shit if we're doing it. I mean, no kidding.
Yeah. People do, because we see messages come in on vacation.
Just saying, you better.
People listening, and except for the people that we've banned through the years.
Stay up here and do that extra crap, and nobody listens to it. That's going to piss me off.
Yeah.
We just won't tell you if they don't.
I'm not seeing the very good reaction to the news from this morning that the Girl Scout cookies are going to have a new flavor called Raspberry Thin Mint. They're the raspberry, the sister cookie, they call it, of the Thin Mint, and it's raspberry instead of mint.
What do you mean, TJ, by good reaction? That people are excited about raspberries?
Yeah, that they think that it's going to be great, and maybe that's why they are only going to have it available online.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's an online exclusive cookie with the Girl Scout cookies.
Raspberry. Who wants that flavor on a cookie?
Yeah, I don't think that's.
I don't like raspberry anything.
I don't either.
I don't even like raspberries. They got hair on them.
Nasty.
I don't want no hairy ass berries.
Hairy berry.
Shave that berry.
Trying to see. Gave you a new raspberry cookie.
It's got a very strong, like, it's not like a strawberry flavor is, I don't know, it's not as heavy, it doesn't seem like, as raspberry. It's just like, oh.
Yeah, it tastes artificial, even though it's a regular berry.
Didn't you say that blue raspberry wasn't a thing or something? Like, didn't you tell me that one time, or tell us that?
Yeah, I think it's just a flavor of popsicles and ices and thing. I think they added the blue to the raspberry. I don't think you can grow a blue raspberry.
Okay.
I don't think. Maybe you can. But I've always heard you can't. Lord knows I've tried, being a horny culturalist.
Yeah.
I just can't get these raspberries blue.
I wonder how long it takes you to become a horticulturalist. Is that a 4-year degree?
I do not know.
Yeah, probably. That's study of plants. Is that just what it is?
Yeah, but not a botanist.
Oh,
Because isn't a botanist a PhD that is the study of plants? If you're a botanist,
so you didn't even make it to a botanist. You're just a nerd then. You're a nerd into plants.
A plant. Wait, hang on. I got to make this bigger to see the whole thing. Botanist, plant science, plant biology. Oh, it just gives me botany. I'm sorry.
The botanists study the plants. Horticulturists aim to use scientific knowledge to improve the growth of plants and
Oh,
flowers.
okay. There we go.
okay, so they get action going.
Yeah.
Right,
Botanists
they're
are just sitting back looking at what's going on.
The horticulturist does, and the botanist just studies it.
Yeah,
Right? Okay.
They're doing all the legwork, the horticulturists.
right.
Lazy ass
I don't think
botanists.
that's the first time the word botanist has ever been used on Share Funny. Look at us.
Right.
Yeah, no
We're
doubt.
getting highbrow.
It's a botanist.
Hey, botanists make 24 to 45K a year, according to ZipRecruiter. Salary.com says 45 to 99 a year. So
Yeah, and I guess you don't have to have a doctorate to do that, or some people call it a doctrine. Yeah, he got his damn doctrine from NC State. He knows all about that shit. Have you ever heard anybody say that?
No, never.
Doctrine.
Doctrine.
got a doctorate.
Which is also a verb in the South. Doctrine.
I have heard people
Yeah,
say.
he's been in there He's been doctoring for about 10 years now.
I was about to say, I have heard people say, yeah, he's been doctoring for.
Doctrine.
He's been doctoring 6 years since he got out of college.
Still ain't made a dime. He got them student loans, man. Just paying them off. But a horticulturalist probably would do more than landscaping, right? But they can design landscape, or is that someone who just specializes in or has a degree in landscape design?
Yeah, that's a different deal too, I think.
See, that's the problem. They got too many degrees out there. There's just too damn many degrees to be had.
Preach.
You ought to have one degree that handles all plants.
I think landscape design could be kind of cool if you.
Yeah.
That's when you walk away from something like that. Oh man, I laid this out. It looks so great.
Have you ever seen them do that mock-up graphics of landscaping, and you go, well, we could put this here and this here. How does that look? And then they show you on the screen.
No.
It's crazy because the graphics are so good on some of these programs, and it just looks like they, in 1 second planted a bunch of trees in your yard and all, because they can do a mock-up of your yard, and then you come in and look, and then they'll say, what if we put these here and these here? Do you like this kind of plant? Yeah. And they let you look at it, what it's going to look like.
Pops up on the screen?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Cool. Is that how they did it at your house?
No.
That's probably expensive.
But if you go and you're looking to get a pool put in, they'll do it there, where they'll show you what the pool will look like in your backyard and with whatever, landscaping you want around it. Or you want rocks over here, or you want mulch, or they can just click of a button, just show you exactly what your backyard would look like.
That's awesome.
Your literal backyard, not your butt.
I don't have an idea. I don't have a clue what my backyard looks like.
Is the guy coming to mow your yard today, Riggins?
Yeah, he's scheduled for today or tomorrow.
I feel bad about that.
Why?
That I didn't bring you the lawnmower over the weekend because you had COVID, and then now you scheduled somebody to mow it for $20 or something.
Yeah. Well, bring me the lawnmower then.
Well, damn, you had COVID. I wasn't coming over and bothering you.
He didn't have COVID yesterday.
Well, I was busy yesterday riding that bike.
Yeah, bring it. I want it.
Okay, I can get it to you probably Thursday.
So how much is it going to cost to get your yard mowed? Did
Well,
he tell you?
this one is, they give it a discount because it's the first one I scheduled. It was $19. My dad about had a coronary when I told him it was $19.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a good deal. Are you kidding me? I booked it all online. He was $19, Bri. They're going to be there for 15 minutes. I go, yeah, okay. But I need to get it cut.
That is crazy good.
Yeah.
$19.
Because that's not the regular.
Just to bring the mower off the truck.
Yeah. I know.
For $19.
That's $19, but that's a great deal. But then it goes up, and I had to book 3 of them as part of this package thing or whatever. But it's like bi-weekly or something. And it's supposed to rain for the next week, so it's got to be today or tomorrow. So yeah, I don't plan on using a lawn mowing. So I got no yard, but it's the grass I do have has to get cut.
Yeah.
So.
But that's still good.
Yeah, $19. It's fine.
That rental house that we were in before we built our house had the yard in the front was smaller than this room that we're in.
Yeah,
it was small.
And then the backyard wasn't much bigger. And I think it was 50.
Really?
Mow, blow, and go.
Shoot.
On that.
I paid that rental house that I had to go buy that. I think that lawnmower cost me like $110 or $105. And I still have the blower and the trimmer because I use the trimmer occasionally. Well, one of them I beat up, but the other one, trimmer, works great. And I use it to trim around the edges. If they, at the townhouse, the people do it for us.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they don't do things just the way I'd want it, or that kind of stuff. And I think that total of $200. So it was awesome.
$200.
We've got a good blower.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks good when Jody's out there, blowing off the driveway and the sidewalks and stuff.
You missed a spot.
Yeah.
Like I told you I would do it. I just couldn't do it right now.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share Funny material copyright ATJ Incorporated 2021.